Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ballydorn. Trying to figure out which field we're going to. 37, okay. Picking it up right where we left off on Tuesday night. Our JCB, got our cultivator. Going to do a little bit of cultivating before it gets too terrible dark. Hey GoldenEye, hey Will, Rebel Gamer, what's up, everybody? There's our target. Hey, Unicorn Princess, William, Blue Jeans, how is everybody doing tonight? And a whopping 5,000 bucks. For Cody, app name is in the description, in the title. That's what I do. I break the law, break the law. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Train Sim in the channel for March. What it sounds like you all are going to have to teach me how to drive it. I'm going to pick up the bundle tomorrow. 12 bucks to get all of the all of that content. Then we'll have plenty of stuff to do. Just kind of free roam trips from time to time. Hey Chris, what's up? Casey, how you doing? 160 bales of hay. Are you going to store those? Are you going to sell them? I know it's getting dark. We're not going to be out here too terrible long. Just want to get started. Now it's dark on the stream. Do a little in-cab driving. Thought about starting with the hand car. Apparently I've got a hand car. I don't know where that came from. Vehicles is reserved for, it is reserved for contract work, and that's what I'm doing with it. Give me a hard time, people. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. Get that over with. And it's what? 6 o'clock. We'll sleep 12 hours. A little dark, but hey, that's okay. I don't have what? How do I have property? I don't own any property. Property maintenance. I don't own anything. Take my money away from me. Look, I'm poor. I own nothing. Oh, you charging me for this silly ferry? Hey, Talgar, what's up? Timothy? Oh, I must have got, okay, because I had, like I was saying in the Discord stream, looks like I picked up Train Sim back in 2016. Maybe it was under another one of those bundles. And I think I had a whopping 17 minutes of usage in the last 4 years on it. I had it, just never used it. And then of course, every year they update it to the next version. And in Steam, you just get you don't get the next version. It's the same game. It's just they changed the name on you. So you get the update. I guess that's where I got the hand car. I got the free add-on as a result of previously owning the other stuff. Well, I've been up to all kinds of things. I'm making a back to basics kind of tutorial videos for the new players. Farming on Emerald Coast. We're up to year 6 of our 10-year gameplay over there. Been streaming on various game maps, Slovak Village, this map. Been doing dirt rally racing. Learning how to be a train conductor, train driver. Well, GoldenEye, I think their marketing model is clearly not to make money on the base game, it's to make money on all the add-on content. So, I mean, with 500 plus DLCs, no one in their right mind would ever buy all 500, unless you just have way too much money to spend. Then, if they made them different game versions, actual different games. So if I own Train Sim 2016, I would have to actually buy Train Sim 2020. Then all of that add-on content, I don't think it would flow over from game to game. I think by basically changing the version number constantly. Makes you one think it's new, thinks it's current. It is current. They update it with new features and things. But it keeps that massive content library viable. As well as probably the Steam Workshop content. I mean, I would assume the Steam Workshop content from 2019 or 2017 or 18 would possibly work on 2020 as well. Well, Timothy, we play with people all the time. Just last week we were doing Slovak Village in multiplayer. The sun's coming up. Birds are chirping. Since it's a contract, I don't need to get 100%. I don't mind if I skip a little bit here, a little bit there. Hey Darren, what's up? Well, the sunrises and sunsets are really nice with seasons because we don't have the stair-stepping lighting. Those of us that have been around for Farm Sim 19 from the start of 19 know that, or remember that it used to be, it's like a light switch. It was like having a dimmer that had like 3 settings. Off, dim, and full bright. Oh, that's a good deal. Let's take a look at the contracts. We really need to get a tractor with front loader arms and forks and a little trailer so we can take advantage of these transport missions. Plowing on field 20. Basically $3,300. 20. Hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that. We'll get this one done. Well, they're pretty good money for the time involved. I mean, you can hammer them out pretty quick because usually it's just transporting 2 or 3 pallets, maybe 4 pallets. So, you know, $1,000 to pick 4 pallets up from one place, drive it to another place, and drop it off. Pretty easy money. Well, I mean, we could, you know, this is basically $2,100. And we could probably do both of those in a period of 15 minutes. This is going to give us $3,300 after we get rid of our $1,000 borrowing cost. And it's going to take a heck of a lot longer than 15 minutes. If you don't need money, then obviously you don't need to worry about it. What maps are people playing? I know Casey's on Midwest Horizon. Lined up 90 degrees. That's close enough. Holzer and Medicine Creek, Lone Oak. Lone Oak. Emerald Coast, and you're not tired of those maps yet? Good grief. Well, hello, no such person. Well, even though you're not playing Farm Sim, it's a pleasure to have you hanging out in the chat. So we're doing a good job, not skipping too terrible much in cab here. Great Smoky Mountains. It's been out a while, William. There's a video in my first impressions playlist. It goes back, gosh, I don't know, is it October? Does it go back earlier than October of last year when that one was out? Hey, Beretta, what's up? Say we're doing a good job of skipping, and then we go and skip a bunch. The smaller map. Great Smoky Mountains is a smaller map. Oh, what are you gonna mod? Or model? 44%. High Pine. I don't think I've. What's High Pines? Is that a map that I've just forgotten about? Oh, okay. I don't know anything about adding lights. One of those crazy guys that would just rather play the game than try to create for it. You never know, you might get drawn in and be the next mod extraordinaire, mod author extraordinaire. I think Darren's suffering from delusion. He's already said that. Oh, that's why. Yeah. I don't pay much heed to development stuff. Don't distract him, Darren. He's working on Midtown. Distraction could delay us weeks. William, no, there isn't, because, well, global company stuff is scattered all over the internet. I mean, you could just go to the Giants Modhub and search global company. That would turn up some stuff. If you went to LS Mod Company, there would be other stuff there. And then, of course, it's folks are releasing global company stuff all over the place. Although, in my opinion, you need to be careful because not all the global company stuff is made alike. Might run into issues. "25 minutes of cultivating, and we're 57%. we'll be done about another 10 or 15 minutes. Angus, I have not, and quite frankly, I don't see the interest in it. You can already put corn in a bunker and make silage. I mean, it just seems like you're adding a bunch of extra fill types that likely won't work with seasons anyway because you're already over the limit. For me, it's like this mod isn't compatible with seasons. Okay, then I don't see why it needs to exist. And we've got the TCM mod that lets you make, you know, a TCM pig food mix out of corn, which is interesting. And then there's this corn maize thing. Then there's this corn maize CCM add-on for it. I don't know, it just doesn't make, I don't see the need for it. I don't understand it. If I don't understand it, I'm not going to do any sort of video trying to explain how to use it. Yeah, I watched a, I don't remember the name of the channel, but there's a YouTube channel out there. I think they're Canadian. And they're sheep farmers, amongst other things. And the woman is the one that takes care of the sheep. And she talks about basically what they feed them, and they feed them silage and a, you know, basically a mix. I don't know what it's called. Her husband also does YouTube. I don't have a clue what his channel is. Well, I mean, Farm Sim as a whole is like desert. It hardly ever rains. And I know some folks that have played Farm Sim for hundreds of hours and never seen rain. Weather, so I've got the Dublin geo turned on. Cold weather. Well, that's what the simplified geos are for. Where you can plant and harvest anything at all the stages of the seasons. isn't a bad field. Nice size. It's one of the bigger ones for the map. I like how it kind of fades downhill toward the water, toward the coast. A little steeper there at the top. Oh, that's no problem. I know there's tricks that I don't know. There's plenty of things that I've forgotten to mention in those videos just because I don't do it that way. So where are we at? Are we up to sugar beet release videos? We're going to have a video probably tomorrow on cotton and sugar cane. And then we'll have a video on poplar and tree saplings. And then I've got a video already in the can for making silage in a bunker. Leveling, compacting, blanketing, forage harvesting, chaff and grass. Those are all the ones that I've got made to date. So I think I've only got a couple more before I run out. I've got plans to make more, I just haven't had the time. Well, you can drop a link in there if you want. So for the 200 series, I still have, well, I don't know. I've got a video planned on forestry. Basically talk about the various ways of harvesting trees. I had a thought about doing a video related to specifically the BGA, but I think the bulk silage video kind of covers most of that. Conceptually, we're going to cover the different game modes. Start from scratch in Farm Manager. And then I need to think a little bit about what I want to say, because I want to have another mod video where we talk more about responsible mod usage. And I think that's going to be our 200 series. Then I got to think about what I want to put into the 300s. We have been invaded. What's up, Alien Jim? Do aliens sleep? That is the question. I've already got a seasons playlist. I don't want to reinvent the wheel on that. That took quite a while to put together. I saw that Mr. Alien Jim there posted today on Facebook. Got a new map project. What is it? Deserted Island or something? No Man's Land? Something like that? Hey, Flick, what's up? It is indeed Mr. Alien Jim. He doesn't sleep. Oh, no man's land. That's it. Like a post-apocalyptic farm sim. Talking the other day about doing a map that was the inside of a dome. Like take a giant sphere that's hollow, put it in space, and you farm on the inside of the sphere. So when you look up, in the sky, you see the other side of the sphere. That'd be cool. Aren't maps kind of already little snow globes in their own right? Oh, our contract's done. Let's drive back to the shop. Then we'll turn it in and get another one. I don't know, is that the fancy name for a hollow sphere? Well, I don't know, Flick, if there's honestly enough good old trucks and old tractors out there that that would fill very many videos. There's plenty of old trucks, for sure. Personally, I wouldn't necessarily call them all good. Truck I was gonna download the other day. Clicked the download button. I saw it was 116 megabytes. Closed that browser tab. Right then and there. There's absolutely zero reason a truck should be 116 megabytes. When maps are smaller than that. $1,500. I'm gonna cultivate field 25 for $500. Yeah, I don't remember the map. I don't remember the mod. I don't remember where it came from. I don't know who did it. I just saw it was over 100 megs, and I just said, okay, I'm done. Field 20. Let's here. All right, so let's go and drive up the hill. We'll make a left. I mean, I know what it had. It probably had 4 different truck models in it because it was, you know, it was a not so much in a bad sense to call it a Frankenstein mod, but it was a Frankenstein mod from the concept that Frankenstein was made from several different people's body parts. So the literal definition of Frankenstein X. There we go. Straighten it out a little bit. So it probably had 4 different entire trucks in it. And they probably took the wheels from one truck and the interior from another truck. Maybe the bed from a third truck. Oh no. Traffic on this corner is brutal. Oh, I took the wrong turn again. I do that all the time. Logo, or you mean Lego tractors? I know, if someone would make a map that didn't have collisions on cars. Right? Or you've got a really nice looking truck that has no interior at all. Just black. I don't remember any Lego tractors. I'm sure there were. They're just blocking it out like a bad memory. Oh, so in testing, this was one of the fields that had the gate that had a weird collision on it. We swapped out for a double gate. This gate used to open this way. Now it opens into the field. Wrong field. All right, everyone close your eyes. Everyone close your eyes. All right, you never saw that. We all agree. We don't know what we just saw. Wasn't what we thought we saw. row cars. Just pick them up and toss them. Now it's demolition derby. Let's not fall in the water. I mean, we really lose a lot of, I mean, it just drops off. $90 degrees-ish. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of running out of... Come on, game, you gotta give me more contracts if I'm going to make any money. No land? Well, yeah, we haven't taken out a loan. I don't plan on it unless I need to. No land, no equipment, no money. That's how we started on Tuesday. We're up to $6,300. Still don't own any land, still don't have any equipment. Oh, you can take out a loan still. See? What? Seriously, there needs to be an easier way of doing this. I think you can take out up to 500,000. I think after you own stuff, then you could take out a loan greater than 500,000 in certain situations. It's possibly in single player. I know we've run into issues when we were doing multiplayer maps that some players would occasionally be able to borrow more than 500,000, and other times the same player would only be able to borrow up to 5,000. They owned way more of the land than $500,000 would dictate the limit. They owned a ton of land and a ton of equipment, and were just trying to finance, you know, their latest upgrade. But it would still throttle them to 500K. Then later, they would try to do something, and next thing you know, they're taking out a $750,000 loan. I thought that it was like dynamic, where it was kind of based on your assets. Sometimes it doesn't seem to be like that. Yeah, I guess it depends on who the banker is that day. I think this distance scenery works on this map. Sometimes that particular distance scenery doesn't really work that well, but I think it works here. Really decent. That's good. Now you got to get it in game without any errors. Which map? This one? Okay. Right now we're pushing 98, 99, 70. Slide this here. Lock it back down. Hey David, what's up? Now, of course, a lot of that is going to be, a lot of your performance is subject to your settings. So I'm playing at 1440 and have pretty much lots of the stuff turned up. Obviously the view distances are turned way up, and a lot of the other stuff. Yeah, depending on what you had your graphics at and your resolution, then yeah, there could be a pretty drastic frame differential even from the exact same card. So 4.3, like as in 1024 768, or something else. 1280 by 1024. Is that a 4:3 ratio? I haven't been 4.3 for a long time. Yeah, it's interesting how the game can scale. Hey, if it works for you, right? Oh, I missed lots of spots. Well, it's a contract. Only you need to get 95%. I came back and caught all those little areas. Take a lot longer than need be, right? Oh, Flick, I played that quite a lot in 17. Hey, Sean, what's up? Oh no, David, you missed. We had a cultivation contract. We did that one this morning. Earlier this morning. I mean, it's early spring. It's too cold to plant anything. So this is what we got available. Lakeland, that's Stevie's map, right? Yeah, so UMRV, I did a 24-day seasons multiplayer on that with a few friends. And we played the entire map. We farmed every field. No, I have not. Hey, Mark, what's up? No, Courseplay does not like big maps. For sure. It all deals with how it handles memory. What it doesn't like is it doesn't like really big fields. If you make modest size fields on a big map, it wouldn't matter. What catches it out is the number of data points. Basically, the course gets too big that it can't really buffer the data points in memory. Can't write out the course. I think I grew up with Dukes of Hazzard, man. Yeah, I would say that that's not playing toward the mod's limitations. Part of using mods is kind of understanding their limitations and then basically playing within those limitations. Missing all kinds of bits now. Oh, you like Hazard County? I don't think Nitro Dad's in chat. That's the author of Hazard County. It's all this coffee. I can't keep a straight line. By the way, coffee is just the devil's brew. It's the most disgusting thing ever. Yeah, Flick, usually you can find me after work down at the Boar's Head with a picture of the golden brew and a bowl of peanuts. Watching some folks play darts. Oh, it's my secret ingredient, caffeine. Flip caffeine in my shine. It's my secret ingredient. Get you all jittery. Hey Chris, what's up? Hey, I try, right? Doesn't mean I succeed, but I try. Just kind of trying to whittle this corner down. Yeah, I'd hate to plow this whole field up and then have this one little corner that was keeping me from finishing it out. Now with the more fuel usage mod, I guess there's always the risk of me running out of fuel and having to refuel the tractor that I don't own. Have you had any snow contracts? I know there was a bunch of snow contracts on the multiplayer server. Well, we are on the same coast. A little after 10 here. It depends when you get up, William. I think I saw a pic on the other Discord. You're a driver, right? You're pulling a night shift. Okay. %. I think we'll leave that part. Tackle the big chunk of the field now. You got everything already up? It is a really nice view. Got to ride the ferry at some point in time. I said when we have enough money to buy land, we'll probably buy some land on the island over there. That's where we'll set up shop. It's going to be the cheapest land here in the area. Oh, I hope you don't have too much flooding. Pick that row of cotton and just drive right down it. Seeding jobs. I'm not really looking forward to seeding jobs because I got to buy the seed. Oh, don't look at me drive through here. Never did it. Never did it. Drive down this row. Are we getting it all? Yep. Do a little in-cab plowing. Stay down this middle row. Looks like we're going to catch everything. Well, hey, Yazdin, I think it's a good map. That's why I'm playing it. It's got tight roads, so if you don't like tight roads, if you have problems driving around tight roads, might not be for you, but I like it. Yeah, links over at Nexus Mods. You will need to have an account over at Nexus Mods to get the download. But you can create a free account. Don't let Nexus Mods talk you into paying them for the right to download a mod. There's no reason to pay them at all. Get anything from there for free. Takes a little bit longer. Uploading and setting up maps? What do you mean? is going on? This time I'm missing bits. Driving down here, missing bits. Who doesn't like your comments tonight, GoldenEye? Ridiculous. I was lined up just like I was with the other passes, and I missed it. I guess we'll just plow like this. Alright, well, let me know next stream, Chris, how you like it. We'll be back here on Sunday or Tuesday of next week. We are in single player because we are doing a start from scratch legit series where we start with no money, no land, no equipment. Doing this in multiplayer would be a little not practical. Start multiplayer with no land, no money, and no equipment. And other folks in multiplayer couldn't do anything. Only one person can run a contract at any one point in time because there's no equipment. Still just those contracts. I hate to think that we finish this plowing contract and we actually do that cultivation contract for a measly 500 bucks. And then we've got to skip the rest of the day because we don't have anything available. Well, there's a couple ways of doing it. One, install the Easy Development mod. Easy Development Controls. Easy Development Controls. Go to the Mod Hub, search GTX. Letters GTX. He did a mod called Easy Development Controls. Just hit F11. Type in the field where it says add remove money. Type in minus 500,000. Hit enter. And now your money's gone. The other way would be to go into your save game, as GoldenEye said. Go into your save game, look for a file called farms.xml. Open that in Notepad. Find in there a line that basically says money. And basically zero that value out and save it. What's up, Raz? Get your commercial recorded. Can you do a commercial with quick jobs that have skins? You have to actually own the truck. If the ground is frozen, that's right. Now, I think they did change it so you could do lime contracts on frozen ground. I think that was changed in the most recent season's release. But typically, frozen ground would prohibit any dirt work. He needs a skin for the international. Didn't I hear the ATS has got a Mac coming? Idaho is still unknown release date. Though I'd be willing to bet the DLC is going to release in March. Yeah, Lone Star. Did a whole bunch of loads with the Lone Star for the what was it, the breast cancer awareness thing? No, that wasn't that. What was it? Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah, they had a breast cancer awareness thing in January, right? Or the end of the year. Did a bunch of Lone Star loads. That. Yeah, I'm guessing March because I'm pretty sure Washington came out in March last year. Still have a lot of weeks in, well, not a lot of, we still have a couple weeks in February. They could trick us and do an announcement that it's releasing the following week, but that's what they did with Oregon, right? They announced it. Oh, by the way, releasing Oregon next week. Everybody was like, what? What that does mean, though, is typically when a new state comes out, they do some pretty good discounts on other DLC. So players that don't have the other ones should be able to pick them up at a good rate. Still some pretty good sales on the Humble simulation sale for some ATS DLC. Yeah, a few leaks. You know, the ship was so leaky it was going to sink. How are we still 57%? Oh, thanks for the sub, Ricardo. That back. Magic flying logo. Wonder what that tower off in the distance is supposed to be representing. Oh, thanks for the sub, Ryan. How often do I start streaming? Well, typically it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe occasionally days between then. I don't stream every night just because I would have no time to do other content. Kind of have to have the off nights to produce the recorded content. This tractor uses a ton of fuel. We're using 140 liters an hour. With a 400-liter tank. Like 3.5 hours or less of fuel. with the more fuel usage mod. Oh, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. Not like you're really getting bigger equipment around the map. I think you're going to roll in here with a 10-meter plow. That's going to be a fun one. I mean, when we finally can afford to buy our own tractor, it's going to have a lot of hours on it too. We're only going to be able to afford one tractor for quite a long time. Make sure we buy the right one. That's right there. Well, you can see the field. There's the field that we've done. That's what's left. Hey, Farmer John, what's up? Got any super secret projects you want to break the secret about? Well, it depends on where you are, if the sky is up or not. Sky could be down. If you're an astronaut, sky is down. Your alien Jim, it depends on which sky you're talking about. Clean and green, we got, I think, at least, we got 4 more in the can already done. And I've got maybe 3 or 4 more to do for the 200 level. And I really haven't given much thought on 300s at this point. $300s, well, no, I do have some thoughts. 300s are going to be kind of not really hacking the game. 300s are going to kind of dive into farm sim outside of the game. Like understanding your save game file. What's in your save game? Question earlier, how do you adjust the money? How do you adjust the money? How do you modify certain things to do certain other things? Not really modding, but just tweaking your game save to get whatever job you want to get accomplished. Well, it depends, Will, on if you listen to some of these sci-fi space books that have established up relates to the orbital plane of the planets. Because typically planets will find themselves in, interesting enough, the same orbital plane. Up would be above that orbital plane. Down would be below that orbital plane with respect to an alignment of, I don't remember. It made sense listening to the book. Farmer John, this is the NASCAR of plowing. There is no turn right. Oh, Ryan, I make things up. You wouldn't believe how good I can lie. Well, it got struck. It got hit in the side by the rogue black planet. It's out there with this super elliptical orbit. And it's the only reason to explain why poor little Pluto's out there where he shouldn't be at all. What I said, crazy. Listen, Farmer John said you should turn right at the end, and I said no, only turn left, because it's the NASCAR of plowing. Oh, Ryan, I went to school to get a BS degree. Which I officially got a big piece of paper that said I have an official degree in BS. Hey Ron, what's up? Oh, no problem. I'm caught. %. We're getting there. We'll be done before the stream ends. I guarantee it. An Adam is a very interesting car. Goes very quick, but has no roof. An open cockpit. I do indeed. What flavor of ice cream do you want? You want banana ice cream? Rum and raisin ice cream? Black cherry? One of my personal favorites, peanut butter ripple. Not the chocolate peanut butter ripple, the vanilla. Rocky Road's good, but I end up having to pick all the nuts out of your teeth, and that just gets annoying. Pizza's disgusting. Is that like Cherry Garcia? Now there's a local ice cream shop that has German chocolate cake ice cream. It's outstanding. In fact, my wife has been known to say, it tastes just like German chocolate cake. At which I responded to her, that's good because that's what it's called. Now, Oreo, or sometimes what's referred to as cookies and cream. That's a nice one. %. A little bit. I don't have to go back down there to the corner and clean that corner up. Oh, the classic Napoleon. So what other games are you guys playing? What other games would you be interested in seeing in the channel? Okay, that is not going to happen. GoldenEye, that's for sure. You know, I remember I didn't have a computer back in college. That's back when it cost like, you know, $5,000 and such. We had a guy on the floor that had a PC, barely went to class. He was the classic stay up all night, play computer games, sleep all day. I watched him play not Ultimate Online, Ultimate Underworld. Ultima Underworld is what it's called. That was amazing. And that was 1997. No, that was 1994. Maybe 1993. It was in the 1990s. Crazy, don't talk too bad about Fortnite. It is what brought us free Farm Sim 19 for a week on the Epic Game Store. It's what is going to bring us Kingdom Come Deliverance next week, free on the Epic Game Store. Late 1980s, I was in high school. David, I was in my second year of college. I was back in the day of IRQs, memory addresses, sound cards. You had to figure out what IRQ your sound card was on and basically tell the game. Hope it worked. Right, bulletin boards, Usenet groups. Oh, there was something else that like completely went by the wayside. That was back when the internet, before the internet had pictures, really. When you clicked on a picture to download it and you watched each line draw in, as it was downloading the file, it would draw in each line progressively. April, how can you be Jake? Your name is April. Unless you're Jake from State Farm. No, 7 more minutes. Can we get the last 10% in 7 minutes. Oh, if it's your sister's account, make sure you hit subscribe. Then see how long it takes for it to figure it out. In the meantime, I'll get an extra sub. Works out for everyone. Well, that's great. I mean, we all know that's why sisters exist. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Mr. Wild Child. It'll probably be lunch. I mean, without sisters, you'd just annoy your parents. So basically, they had the foresight either make an older sister so that you wouldn't annoy them, or they had the realization to create a younger sister so that you would stop annoying them. Either way, it's exactly what they're made for. Oh, Raz isn't going to stick around to see if the magic happens. I mean, it might not happen. We're only at 89%. We got 4 minutes left. Maybe all of my skipping is coming back to curse me now. You earned your wrench a while ago. Just trying to keep it. Did you not see you got a wrench too?
Oh yeah, I just making sure I keep it.
That's what I said, yeah. Well, we'll figure out what we said like 10 minutes from now.
My winch. He said winch. You've been plowing that field for a while.
I know. Digging. Well, that's that tavern simulator. Maybe in that tavern simulator game, if you can name your winch. You can name it Will.
Ouch.
Oh, I'd rather not plow. I'd rather be fertilizing. They pay out nice. Can't wait for the fertilizing contracts. That's when we roll in the money. One minute to go. Imagine we pull this field off before they to the stream. Oh, 93, we're not going to do it. Gonna have to go over by a few minutes. Yeah, there's a contract on the big field on Emerald Coast. Pay out 50K. Later, April. Jake from State Farm. All right, we are officially in overtime. Get this field done. Just for Farmer John, we're going to continue driving in left circles. Oh, David, she's been asleep for a few hours. There for a while, my youngest kid thought I never slept because he went to bed before I went to bed, obviously. And I was always up before he got up. As far as he knew, I never went to bed.
Like a robot.
Oh, imagine how much fertilizer that thing would cost. The Wild West map. Anytime now we're going to get that job done. Yeah, imagine you just keep taking out a loan, having to buy fertilizer. Then the days that it would take. Hey Charles, what's up? Tractor 30. It's maintenance. Burned almost a half a tank of fuel on this load, on this job.
Trouble. Do you have to increase fuel usage?
Yeah, put that in. The slower refueling. All kinds of pink per mile. $99%.
Go, 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 go. Come on, chat. Cheer 'em up.
Done. All right. That is where we are going to end it. Thanks for coming out and watching. We're up to a whole $9,700 after 2 days of plowing and cultivating. Man, we're going to be rich really, really soon, right? So I'll see you guys, I don't know, Tuesday, maybe Sunday. I don't know when. We'll see. So tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, we will have a new Emerald Coast hit the channel. Also have a couple more Back to Basics hit the channel tomorrow. Go ahead and check those out. And until next time, happy farming.